Because I know a lot of people in Michigan that are planning to vote for Trump, and they don't necessarily like him that much, and they don't necessarily agree with him. They're not racist and rednecks, they're actually pretty decent people. And so I wanted to sort of, after talking to a number of them, I wanted to write this. And Donald Trump came to the Detroit Economic Club and stood there in front of the Ford Motor executives and said, if you close these factories as you're planning to do in Detroit and build them in Mexico, I'm going to put a 35% tariff on those cars when you send them back, and nobody's going to buy them. It was an amazing thing to see. No politician, Republican or Democrat, had ever said anything like that to these executives. And it was music to the ears of people in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, the Brexit states. You live here in Ohio, you know what I'm talking about. Whether Trump means it or not is kind of irrelevant, because he's saying the things to people who are hurting. And it's why every beaten down, nameless, forgotten working stiff who used to be part of what was called the middle class loves Trump. He is the human Molotov cocktail that they've been waiting for. The human hand grenade that they can legally throw into the system that stole their lives from them. And on November 8th, Election Day, although they lost their jobs, although they've been foreclosed on by the bank, next came the divorce, and now the wife and kids are gone, the car's been repoed, they haven't had a real vacation in years, they're stuck with the shitty Obamacare bronze plan where you can't even get a fucking Percocet. They've essentially lost everything they had, except one thing. The one thing that doesn't cost them a cent and is guaranteed to them by the American Constitution, the right to vote. They might be penniless, they might be homeless, they might be fucked over and fucked up. It doesn't matter, because it's equalized on that day. A millionaire has the same number of votes as the person without a job. One. And there's more of the former middle class than there are in the millionaire class. So on November 8th, the dispossessed will walk into the voting booth, be handed a ballot, close the curtain, and take that lever, or felt pen or touchscreen, and put a big fucking X in the box by the name of the man who has threatened to upend and overturn the very system that has ruined their lives. Donald J. Trump. They see that the elites who ruined their lives hate Trump. Corporate America hates Trump. Wall Street hates Trump. The career politicians hate Trump. The media hates Trump after they loved him and created him, and now hate him. Thank you, media. The enemy of my enemy is who I'm voting for on November 8th. Yes, on November 8th, you, Joe Blow, Steve Blow, Bob Blow, Billy Bob Blow, all the blows, get to go and blow up the whole goddamn system because it's your right. Trump's election is going to be the biggest fuck you ever recorded in human history. And it will feel good.
All right. As always, my camera's not on. God dang it. There we go. Rumble Live isn't playing. Uh-oh. Have I been taken down? It looks like I'm live on my end. Maybe it did freeze. Oh, it's possible Rumble froze. It's like on my end, it's cutting in and out. So maybe, a lot of people have been complaining about the Rumble servers, saying they're not holding up. There's probably a lot of people streaming tonight, so it's probably something like that. We'll see what happens. This hat is freaking effing ginormous. I was like looking for. I'm like, I know I have a MAGA hat somewhere here. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, was the hat always this big? I mean, it's good for me because I have a big head, so most hats don't fit my head. But I think everybody's donning a MAGA hat today. It's not a surprise at all. I mean, anyone who thought they weren't going to convict them is naive. But we're going to get into that. That's pretty much what we'll be covering tonight. I had one or two more stories, but we'll see. Probably on the shorter end tonight. But yeah, we're definitely going to be covering that. And a few other things. Not going too overboard. But if you're new here, I'm Patriotic Cav. We do this Thursday, every Thursday, I should say, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're on YouTube, Rumble, and X at Patriotic_Cav on X, Truth, all that link in the description below. And we keep it popping every Thursday. If you want to support the channel, maybe not yet, maybe I didn't win you over it, that's fine. But if you want to support at any time, because they're liking, subscribing, sharing goes a long freaking way, and appreciate it. And again, all social media is linked below. This is the last stream that I'll be multi-streaming on. If you guys remember, before I took my long break, we would stream about a half hour everywhere, multi-stream, and then I would cut the feed on everything except for Rumble. We give Rumble a little bit of exclusivity, extra videos, extra live streams that we don't put on anything else besides Rumble. And we're going to start doing that again starting next week. Since it was my first month back, I said we're just going to multi-stream everywhere, not cut the feed. But we're going to start doing that. Hopefully their servers hold up, because it would be a real shame if I start doing that now. It's we'll see what happens. I don't know. Like, Rumble's cutting in and out, so if you're watching over on Rumble and it is, I apologize. We'll see if we can get that situated. If not, we're also on X as well as YouTube. Sorry, I'm looking at the Rumble on my side. It's cutting in and out again. We'll get back to that. It's playing on your end. That's good. Like I said, if it cuts out, we are also on YouTube and Rumble, or excuse me, on X. Donald Trump's been posting quite a bit since the verdict. And we're going to go through some of them, posted some videos. All I'll say is, again, I'm not surprised by it. It was going to happen either way. This judge is incredibly conflicted, biased judge. His wife's one of the biggest Democrat donors out there. His daughter has been grifting on this, making tons of money. Cohen's been streaming on TikTok, selling T-shirts and everything. It's a big grift. People are making money on it. It's funny when they're now flipping out about Alito, because his wife was flying a flag, some kind of flag. I think it was upside down American flag, from remembering that story correctly. And they're telling Thomas got to step down. They got to recuse themselves. Democrats didn't recused himself on this case when there clearly is a bias. I mean, it's not my opinion. I'm not making it up. The judge's entire family is heavily they're political activists, donators, grifters. The judge in Colorado, who, you know, they're trying to kick Trump off the ballot in Colorado, that judge specifically donated to Democrats who were trying to get Trump kicked off the ballot. And she didn't recuse herself. She's like, oh, it won't affect my judgment. Democrats are like, yeah, it's good enough for me. See, that's the thing that Republicans got to get stronger on. Democrats are just like, recuse myself, F you. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Whereas Republicans give in right away. They're like, oh, well, yeah, we should give up. Remember the Arizona audit? There was a Republican judge, and they made him recuse himself. Because, like, he's a Republican. He's biased. He stepped down, of course. Yeah, like Alito needs to recuse himself. These judges didn't recuse themselves. And they're probably, by definition, the most corrupt, biased judges of all time. When you're literally giving money to the people who are trying to do what you're ruling over, if that's not a conflict of interest, I don't know what is. But thankfully, Alito said he's not stepping down, which is good, as he shouldn't. Trump on Truth, the jury instructions given by the highly conflicted judge, which he is, Judge Merchant, were unfair, misleading, inaccurate, and unconstitutional. They were also confusing, just what the judge wanted, because there was no crime. Yeah, they watching Charlie Kirk earlier, the jurors, they were taking a very long time because the main thing they were confused on was they weren't 100% sure on what exactly Trump was being accused of. They had to keep going to the judge, asking questions like, "What are we doing here?" Nobody knows. No, nobody still knows. Hush money payments, which is totally illegal. The thing that they're trying to accuse Trump of was a misdemeanor. They upped it to a felony. Jurors also have to be unanimous, except this time the judge said, nope, you don't have to be unanimous. I'm changing that rule. Yeah, prevented Trump from presenting evidence. My civil rights have been totally violated in this highly political, unconstitutional, and election interfering witch hunt. Our failing nation is being laughed at all over the world. Anyone who says it's not political is just lying to themselves. Democrats do a press conference. Like, it's not political. Then why are you making a press conference? Joe Biden said he's going to give direct remarks on it. It was 100% political. Here's Trump right after the... This is the video I'm thinking of? Yeah.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win. Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now. From prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. and we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. And it's amazing that we're still going to fight. Any other human being on Earth, this would have broke them. Emotionally, financially, physically, in every way, it would have completely broke them. But Trump's, as he says in that one interview, I'm built a little bit different, I guess. And he is. Trump also just posted
This is the final.
Oops, sorry. I already hit play on it.
This is the.
I'm trying to make it bigger. That's what she said. There we go.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
Oh, yeah. I'm still voting for Trump. Hey, we're going to go through in a second. There were a lot of new voters because of this. New donations, massive donations. The site crashed. Trump's fundraising site, donation site, whatever. It crashed. So many people are donating. This had the exact opposite effect of what they thought. And look, if there was legitimate charges, people wouldn't be overwhelming supporting them. I mean, look, anytime there's even slight controversy, for any politician, left or right, any slight controversy, it destroys their political career. They drop out. They have to drop out. Poll numbers tank. Might even destroys their family a little bit. It just rips them apart. But it's not with Trump. His poll numbers are rising up and up and up. Among all demographics, he's seeing a record number of black male voters supporting Trump. We've never seen the numbers that we're seeing. If the polls are, taken with a grain of salt, they're polls, but Republicans never seen the black vote as high as it is right now with Trump. Specifically male, but it's something. Hispanics, Asians, it's like New York, by the way. I think I have it here that I saved the story. Biden leads Trump by only single digits. Independents have flipped for ex-president. President Biden is ahead of former President Trump in deep blue New York, only by single digits, according to the 2024 election poll released Thursday. New Yorkers favor Biden over Trump by 7 points. That's it. 48 in a deep, again, like they said it up here, deep blue New York. 48% to 41 in a head-to-head matchup. This is crazy. Of course, he's in Philadelphia. That's only he only ever campaigns like not too far from his home because they got to get him back in time before the drugs wear off. Trump fared better with third-party candidates on the ballot, garnering 44% to Biden's 38% backing. And we saw what Lee Zeldin did in the governor's race. New York was just as bad, if not worse, than California at some point. Republicans had no shot. Zero. We saw some individual races in New York won. Obviously, George Santos got kicked out. Yeah, I saw that video. Filled half a gym. It's sad. It's sad. It's just pathetic. Which is why he doesn't campaign often, because they don't want those videos to keep circulating. Why Trump is being prosecuted unjustly. What did the Republicans do so far? They kicked out George Santos. They sent our money to Ukraine, to Taiwan, Israel. They are trying to ban TikTok. You have them going after a former president, and your biggest concern is TikTok? This is why I hate Republicans. You got to at least give Democrats a little credit. They fight like hell. For any candidate, it doesn't matter. When it comes to election time, when it comes to winning, they are overwhelmingly supporting each other. They don't care. They don't care if it's a brain dead guy who needs a computer just to speak. They'll get him through that finish line. Whereas Republicans, so much infighting is why we don't get anything done. Donald Trump on Truth press conference tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. That's going to be fire. Strongly worded letters. Yeah, oh my God, if I have to hear that one more time. Jim Jordan with a strongly worded letter. We'll give them a letter. Now they're trying to arrest Steve Bannon, supposedly going to be arrested. They already have Peter Navarro in jail. By the way, Peter Navarro is arrested in jail right now for the same exact thing that Eric Holder, who worked for Obama, did. Same exact thing. Except Republicans didn't want to prosecute. They could have. They absolutely could have. But Republicans said, nah, we don't want to do that. Peter Navarro does it, and Democrats are like, hell yeah, we want to push this. Get him in jail. They fight. If Democrats want to destroy your life, they will absolutely do it. Like, look at some of these tweets. It's crazy. I'm going to bring it up here. Look, I've never made a political donation in my entire life. I don't particularly care for Trump, if I'm being honest. I think he's better choice than Biden, but that's about it. I think I'm going to donate to Donald Trump's campaign. He's not even saying I'm just going to vote for him. I'm going to freaking give him money. Well, Democrats, congratulations. I didn't start out a Trump fan. I supported Rand Paul in 2016. I was skeptical whether or not Trump would do what he said. Even after supporting him in 2020, I was frustrated by his policies. But now I will enthusiastically campaign, donate, vote for Trump because if nothing else, he represents opposition to you. The people who engage in lawfare openly target your political rivals for prosecution while ignoring the real issues facing our country. You have now shown us the rules of the game. Don't be surprised when we start playing by them. Yeah. I agree. Republicans need to start playing by them. We really, even with this news with Trump, we still really haven't seen everything they're going to do. We haven't seen the full effect of it. I said that 2024 is going to get so insane, you can't even predict anything. You can't imagine it. Good tweet by Brandon Strucka. Stay peaceful. Remember, they won, and we'll watch the Alex Jones thing in a second. Stay peaceful. Remember, they won an incident to validate their lies about who we are just when they created January 6th. Yeah. Just don't be stupid. I really wouldn't go to any, rallies. Yeah, I mean, if it's Trump rallies, it's a different story. But, I mean, gatherings and all that. They're looking for someone to slip up, somebody to do something stupid. Doesn't matter how small. They're looking for anything. And they'll see, look how violent they are. We got to call off the elections. They're looking for anything. Glitch TV, good to see you. Which, by the way, I was so amped up as soon as we started this stream. Hello, everybody. Scarlett, Rob, Evie, Bong Donkey. Appreciate you guys being here. Been a while anyways. Remember to donate to Trump if you haven't donated the maximum amount already. Hell freaking yeah. I will be donating to Trump is it tomorrow or hold on? When's the last day of the month? Okay, so Saturday. Once I pay off my credit card bill. Things have been a little steep lately. I did donate back when I got this hat, actually, for his mugshot. That's probably the most I've ever donated to a campaign in one sitting. But now I got to do it again. Oh, yeah, the N-word thing. I saw that. They're like 20 years ago, Trump may have possibly said the N-word at some point. Who gives a shit? Literally 20 years ago? 20 years ago, you might have said the N-word. So what? Anyone who is offended by any word, and I don't care who you are, you're a retard. He said a bad word. It's mean. Who cares? Grow up. You never donated to anyone politically before. Hell yeah. I'm hearing that a lot from people. I'm hearing that a lot. Oh, you know Bong Dog. All right, hell yeah. This is what we need. We need a community of MAGA, America First people. All right, this
5+ years
we'll see what he has to say real quick.
ago, our republic was founded. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 5+ years ago, our republic was founded. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we see our republic on its deathbed right now. President Trump was just found guilty on all 34 kangaroo counts, with the judge saying you don't even have to agree, just find him guilty in total violation of law. They don't care the case will be overturned.
Yeah.
They want the headline in this campaign that he is a convicted felon.
Yes,
because they
that's
believe
what I
that'll
was
backfire
saying.
on President Trump. I predict, as I've done for the last year, that all these fake indictments and fake convictions that are coming will backfire on the deep state and the globalists. The problem is, if you look at their next playbook and the next card in their playbook, their next move, it will be false flag terror attacks blamed on Trump supporters angry about the verdict. We do not want any violence.
Yep.
We do not want any attacks. We are intellectually, culturally, spiritually winning. We've got to back Trump to the hilt. He's not perfect, but he's America first. He cares about this country, and he actually tried to be the president.
I just got to stop him right there. I hate when people say that. No, Trump's not perfect. They don't say that about any other human being. We know he's not perfect. Unless his name is Jesus Christ, he's not going to be perfect. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has things wrong with them. I do. You do. Alex does. Trump does. No human being is perfect, and there's no human being in existence that you will agree with 100% of the time. No one. Not Trump, not your mom, not your dad, nobody. I don't like single issue voters. I disagree with Trump on this one thing. Okay, what about everything else? I don't think he was good in this regard. Do you? I'm like, no, I don't. And it's funny because they're so shocked when I say I disagree with Trump on something. I'm like, yeah, I disagree with Trump on that. It was dumb. It doesn't change the fact that he's the best president of my lifetime. He's overall one of the best presidents we've ever had. No human being is perfect. I like Alex. I just wanted to point that out. As long as you've been alive, you never heard Trump say anything racist. No one ever claimed Trump was a racist until he started running for president. That's the crazy thing. Anyways, I'm gonna have a good stream. I'll go place and make sure we try. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's carry Trump to victory. All right, we'll continue. Sorry.
Culturally, spiritually winning. We've got to back Trump to the hilt. He's not perfect, but he's America first. He cares about this country, and he actually tried to be the president and turn this country around 90%. And the deep state believes they own this nation. They believe they own you. He pulled us out of the UN Health Treaty. He pulled us out of the WHO. They want all of that in place. They want to cut off our energy. They want to put the carbon taxes in. They want to dissolve our borders. They want drag queen pedophile time. And President Trump is opposing every one of their agendas. So now is the time to get serious. With 158 days left, the most important election in world history, realize that the deep state that was hiding is now out in the open, and they are desperate. And they have all these fake civil trials and criminal trials, and they've been caught in every single one of them engaged in classical show trial, kangaroo court, railroading. So this is them being convicted of tyranny and judicial oppression, not President Trump. Yeah. This is a conviction of the globalists, just like when 2 judges found me guilty and then had show trials and told juries I was guilty, just find out how guilty I am. That blew up in their face, and it's the same thing happening here today. Please follow me at Real Alex Jones on X. Please follow us at Infowars.com/show, where we're live right now covering all this with live feeds at X. And tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central, I'll be covering all this as well. Harrison Smith, 8 a.m. weekdays. Owen Shore at 3 p.m. He's live right now with Brian, Rose, and others.
All right. He's right. And by the way, his case was BS. Like, well, he said the school shootings might have been fake. Who cares? That's freedom of speech. He wasn't inciting violence, because that's how they said, well, he's in a way, he's inciting. No, he's not in a way. You're either inciting violence or you're not. Was he calling for anybody, any of the parents to be hurt, to be killed? No. He just said maybe it's a hoax. He literally just pondered the idea, which he eventually took back, by the way. He made a public announcement saying, I shouldn't even, this is before he's even being sued. He just did it on his own. Like, I probably shouldn't even said that. Take it back. It was BS. It was free speech. Unless somebody's inciting violence, they're allowed to say it. Doesn't matter how gross you think it is, or mean, or nasty. It's free speech. I've never once in my entire life ever called for anybody to be censored, to be taken down for anything. I'm never offended by anything, so I can't really say I was. But even if I was, I wouldn't want them taken down. You can be a piece of shit a-hole, but you're allowed to do it. If I absolutely have to, I'll block you, and you can block me, and, It's like the negative Covfefe. Has it really been 7 years ago today, the Covfefe? One of his greatest tweets. Trump, who sent me this? Oh, good. My very good friend, who shall remain nameless, sent me this. Can you hear anything? Oh, is there no sound of this video? Trump walking out like a boss. Look at him. Nothing phases him. Who does that? After this horrible injustice. Who could do that? Look at him strut like a GD boss. The man's built different. Yeah, and like Glitchy was saying, go donate if you can. You could buy some merch. You don't have to just straight up donate. You could buy a hat or shirt or whatever, because it does go towards his campaign. You could donate and look awesome at the same time. I'm not a big fan of the MAGA hats, to be honest with you. But I'm wearing one today in respect of Trump. They're just too, like, look how massive this hat is. It's freaking ginormous. Not a fan of the look that much, but, wearing it out of respect today. I like my 2A hat. But go buy something. Go buy a mugshot, a T-shirt. They got mugs on there, hats, all kinds of things. That's all I was saying. Your voice is always the loudest with your wallet. Vote with your wallet, as they say. President Trump's being prosecuted. could do anything towards them. Same thing I say with all the woke stuff. You know, you see Disney, Marvel, all these woke companies, Star Wars. Stop giving them money. I heard. I don't know if you guys listen to Chris DeGaulle on the radio. He's good. He's a good guy from PA. He was talking about how it was upwards of 70% of conservatives said they're giving Disney their money again. Streaming services, going back to the parks, they just couldn't stay away. I'm like, is it really 70%? Of course, it's 70% of the ones they polled. But that's depressing if true. They acknowledge, the pedophiles or they're grooming. What did Alex just say? Drag queen pedophile hour. Supporting all of that, knowing it's damaging children, damaging our country, making our country a worse place, and you're still giving them money? It's like the whole Bud Light thing with Kid Rock. He's like, yeah, I give them my money again. I mean, what do you got to do? What are you going to do? You keep hitting them. Because I was even saying this last week, even if Trump gets elected and everything goes our way, companies are still going to do what they do. Disney, Marvel, Apple, Google, they're still going to be woke. They're still going to be promoting transgenderism, which is literally damaging to kids. It's not me being mean or anything like that. It's literally damaging children. They're promoting 2, 3, 4-year-old kids to hack and slash away at their body. Isn't that amazing? If I cut my finger off, or I went to the doctor and said, yeah, just cut my hands off. I don't want them anymore. They think I'm a freak. They think I'm insane, that there's something wrong with me. But I say cut my dick off. They're like, oh, brave. Just chop that thing right off. That's totally healthy. Let's stuff you full of drugs and force your body to do something that's not meant to do. God made you very specifically. And you're trying to... Really, that's what transgenderism is. It's playing God. And I can't think of a greater sin. God made you one way, and you're saying, no, I'm going to be this way. And I'm also going to inflict it upon children. I can't think of a greater evil. And it goes a long way to boycott things. You think, oh, well, it's just a silly TV show. It's just a silly video game. It's just a silly comic book series. That's the only way they change their mind. That's the only way they'll change their mind. Again, Trump could be elected. Everything go just amazingly this November. It doesn't matter in the end with all these woke companies. They're still going to be wokeifying and destroying our country. You want to make a real change, stop buying their shit. Your free subscription to Disney? Yeah, well, at least it's free. I guess 2 years I had a Disney Plus subscription. But even if they didn't go woke, I would cancel it anyway because the price is just insane. It's insane. They raise it every year. And their stuff is not... It's either so woke or it just sucks. It just simply sucks. They can't make good stuff anymore. Mainly because of the woke. They're too focused on the messaging. Star Wars has been shit. Nothing has been good in Star Wars since the prequels. I know people say Rogue One was all right. And it was all right. But Rogue One, it was already changed because the original story is Kyle Katarn steals the plans to the Death Star, not this prissy little girl. But anyways, we're not... I can talk about geek stuff all day. You get me going. Which, by the way, we do have a gaming channel at @cav_arcade, linked in the description below. We'll probably be live this weekend, playing some Resident Evil 4. I'm trying to beat that game. It's taking me longer than I thought. But here we go with a amazing video. It's freaking awesome. Just watch. Mary Sue. Yep.
We mad out this bitch. Mad out this bitch.
How do you feel about Trump being convicted in New York City?
I vote for him in 2024.
You think people are still supporting him?
Of course they're supporting him.
Why?
Because he's Trump.
Name me 3 things Biden that did for us for real.
Because he's Trump.
I couldn't tell you.
And I'ma wait.
Shout out to my boy Trump, though. My boy Trump. I can't wait till you come home, boy. You gonna be the real one, boy.
Are you still voting for Trump?
Hell yeah. Who ain't gonna vote for him? My boy gonna be the president locked up. Okay.
That's it.
Hey, man.
I love it.
Free Trump.
We mad out this bitch.
That's right. Free Trump. Oh, Mark Hamill. Oh, my God. Did you guys see when he went to the White House? I didn't get a chance to stream. Oh, my. It was so cringy. I started vomiting out of my eyeballs. Oh, it was so bad. I called him Joby-Wan Kenobi. Kill yourself. It's a shame because, I mean, he's not a great actor, but he is a good voice actor. He plays Joker pretty much in everything. And the Arkham video games, he plays Joker. Really good Joker. He is. He's a good voice actor. But he sucks. I was looking for something. I'm sorry. I'm losing. My notes are all over the place tonight because I got a really late start. Beef. Excuse me. Is this the tweet I was looking at? There's a tweet I read earlier. I'm like, I gotta read this. Here we go. MAGA is pissed. We're witnessing legitimate tyranny and injustice. However, we're not going to riot. We're not going to flip cars. There will be no summer of MAGA. There will be no terrorism from us. We're going to dig in our heels and make sure that our quote-unquote convicted felon is sitting in the White House January 2025. You done messed up, Alvin. Yep. That's what I told people earlier, and even Alex Jones was saying it. Don't be stupid. Don't. Look, you could be mad. You could be angry. That's fine. Volunteer, donate, do something. What's the saying? Don't get mad, get even. The best revenge is success. That's what Trump always says, right? Go in there, win this election, and we're going to do it. But it takes work. It takes volunteers. You're just like, hey, I can't volunteer on the resources. I'm busy with work. That's fine. But help out where you can. Donate where you can. Vote. Yeah, it really pisses me off when you see a lot of people angry, pissed off, screaming at the heavens, but they won't go and vote. It's like, that's the least you can do. The least. Like, well, it's all rigged. I don't trust our elections. I'm not going to go vote. It's like, well, then get the hell out of here then. What use are you? You're not volunteering anywhere. You're not donating anywhere. You're not voting. You're just crying like a little bitch on Gab. It's unfair. It's rigged. We don't have to do anything. Q will save us. Sit on our hands and do absolutely nothing. Q. It's like, F off, dude. You're of no help to anybody. You fat slob.
Hey, money.
Oops, sorry. I see tweets like that all the time, particularly like on the Gab side of things. True Social sometimes get her, the more right-wing people. If you vote, you're just giving into the system. Go these people, fine, I guess I'm MAGA now. I was undecided, but today's events have convinced me I'm voting Trump. And this one pissed me off because it's true. Clinton, 0 charges. Hunter Biden, 0 charges. Anthony Fauci, 0 charges. Epstein Klein, 0 charges. COVID criminals, 0 charges. DC war criminals, 0 charges. Anthony Fauci lied to Congress. Do a gain of function, all this horrible stuff. Toyed with us during COVID. Hunter Biden left an entire freaking bag of cocaine in the freaking White House. And nothing. But that's the fault of the Republicans. They could do something, they just don't want to. It's like Mitch McConnell tweeted out, like, oh, this is injustice. Shut up, turtle. They made the term racist, meaningless, misogynist, anti-Semite, bigot. Let's see the rest of this. Oops, what did I do here? How did I screw that up? Stop being appropriate. That's our boy. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting the point on the side. They made bigot meaningless, Nazi meaningless, and now they have made the term felon meaningless. Congratulations, asshole! Over 85 million people are now going to vote for a felon. Yeah, his numbers are going to be huge. Will he crack 80 million votes? I think he will. Yeah, I mean, it's like they use the term Nazi like it means nothing, racist. It is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. It used to mean something. It used to be, these terms used to be horrible. Nobody wants to be these things. They're horrible things. But they don't mean anything anymore because of the left. They overuse them for every little tiny thing. Pray absolutely, but get involved as well. Donate, speak out, fight like hell. Just do something. All right, guys, I'm going to try to run and pee real quick. Can I make it in time? Yeah, all right. I'll play this video real quick, and I'm gonna sprint. I promise. Probably spray everywhere, but I'll be right back.
Millions of Americans love Donald. They love him often in spite of Trump, because he built hundreds of years to die.
Money can buy you almost anything. It can't buy you immortality. That you have to earn. I'm gonna look you in the eyes, and I'm gonna tell you the future. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are gonna love it. People are gonna build you up. God, are they going to? Because when you're great and new, we love you. Man, we'll build you into something that doesn't even exist. You're gonna change the fucking world. But you know what? Once they've built you as high as they possibly can, they're gonna tear you back down. It's the most predictable pattern. We build you into something that doesn't exist, and that means you have to try to be that thing. All day, every day. That's how it works. And we do it again, and again, and again. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be attacked, betrayed, exposed, and humiliated. And you'll survive that. A lot of people can climb that mountain. It's the way down that breaks them. Because that's the moment when you are truly alone. And what will you do then? Can you summon the will to fight on through all the pain and rise again? That will be the defining question of your life. And I think you already know the answer. And that's why we're all here. A shoe is just a shoe. Until somebody steps into it. Then it has meaning. The rest of us just want a chance to touch that greatness. And we need you in these shoes, not so you have meaning in your life, but so that we have meaning in ours. Everyone will be forgotten as soon as our time here is up. Except for you. You're gonna be remembered forever. Because some things are eternal. And your story is gonna make us fight and never give up.
Oh my god. Ooh. I just tripped bad over my green screen. Like I said, I was hustling. God. Oh, that's bad. I'm alright though. I'll get over it. Might be a little blood under my sock later. Holy moly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you, Scarlett. Shout out mods holding down the fort. Yeah, best way to support. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Oh, I'm all right. I might have broken my toe, but I'll live. All right, our friends. We're really just trying to gauge people's reaction right now on Twitter, going through it all. See how the room is feeling. Twitter's on fire tonight. Twitter is lit. So we're kind of going through it. Ultra Mega Party, great account. Go follow them. They're awesome. They drop fire videos all the freaking time. They're amazing.
It's angering, it's upsetting, but at the same time, it gives us hope because the people on the ground, people like me, people that are here, people who have been fighting, grassroots people, the minority community, Latin, black community, we are going to be so angry and we're going to find and we're going to say, he's just like one of us. That's what's going to happen. We're going to understand that he's just like one of us, and that if they could do that to a sitting president, to a former president, if they could do that to him, they could do that to us. But now, what you're going to see is, I guarantee, the poll numbers are going to go so high up. He's going to get a brand new wave of new supporters like he's never had before. If you thought he won in 2020, which he did, and won in 2016, wait till you see 2024. You're going to see a massive red wave, and we, the people here on the ground, are pissed, but we're happy because we know the end.
Amen.
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 Yep. Jump in. First thing we all knew, we knew he was going to be guilty. If it wasn't going to be guilty, they wouldn't have came back so fast today. Okay? That's number one. Number two is we all knew it was a sham. The thing is that we have to take a deep breath and realize that this is not a sprint. This is a marathon.
Trump supporters are silent majority.
All set.
Please do not be silent anymore. Just because the good people silent, the evil people get away for so long.
Right.
You know, too many cowards. And I admit I used to be a chicken, but now to save our country, to bring back our country, we have to be courageous.
There's going to be a firestorm of stuff. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and they don't realize it.
President Trump's donation site.
Yeah, my sister just went to go donate, and it is down right now because so many people are donating.
Yep. It crashed, I think, more than once it crashed.
The man was wrongly convicted. He's innocent of all charges. I'm outraged. Outraged.
Yep, I'm outraged too. It's gonna backfire on Joe Biden. Trump is gonna win, even if he's in the jail or not. So that's it. Trump 2024. Fuck Joe. Oh. Screw Joe Biden.
I hope you're seething mad. I want you to be seething mad. I want you to be angry.
Might as well just go for it at that point.
Channel that energy. I want you to channel that anger. I want you to channel that seething to something positive. It's called victory. The only way we sort this out, the only way this is sorted out, is to win. If we win, we can sort it.
He's right. Channel the energy. Channel the energy. Not in a bad way. Don't do anything crazy. Be angry, but do something about it. Speak out. Speak out. Help the fight. You're like, hey, look, I'm not a fighter. I don't do that on the money, on the research. That's fine. There's three types of good people. And Prager always responds to this. And it's a great line. There are three types of good people. The fighters, those who help the fighters, and those who do nothing. Don't be number three. But you can help those who fight if you can't do it yourself. President Trump now has 11 times as many felony charges as Al Capone. It still blows my mind that Al Capone got in trouble for tax issues. Not for everything else. Speaking of people unlikely Trump voters, breaking following Trump's guilty verdict. This is Behizzy on X. In New York, venture capitalist Sean McGuire just announced that he has donated $300,000 to the Trump campaign. He donated to Hillary Clinton in 2016 and didn't support Trump in 2020. He wrote, quote, "I know that I'll lose friends for this. Some will refuse to do business with me. The media will probably demonize me as well as so many others before me. But despite this, I still believe it's the right thing to do." There he is. That's huge. Oh, Trump's gangster. How freaking yeah. You have literally Hillary Clinton donors, not even just voters, giving the Trump, supporting Trump, backfiring. It's like, oh, well, that's, I hit play on that again, accidentally. People are like, oh, aren't they? Wouldn't the Democrats see this happening? Why would they do this? They were really convinced that this would hurt them. They want to get him in jail. They want. It's really, even like Alex is saying, they really just want to be able to say convicted felon. They're going to make ads about it now, T-shirts. It'll be everywhere. They will never ever refer to President Trump ever again as anything other than convicted felon. They just wanted that. They didn't care what the hell it was for. They did not care. They just wanted that label. We want to stick that label on Trump. We don't give a damn what the hell it is. They don't care. They never cared. They never cared what the charges were. And Stormy Daniels, is a whore and a liar. Cohen, he's literally a serial convicted liar. He's a perjurer by definition. He admitted the crimes on the stand. Even CNN was losing their shit about it. Like, this is going bad. Stormy Daniels was awful in the stand. Again, even CNN admitting she was awful. I hope they do the debates. The theory going around is that Biden's going to try to back out of it by saying, "Look, I can't debate a convicted felon. We're going to call them off," which they might. I don't know. How to donate to Trump has skyrocketed in searches. Robert Barnes on Twitter: what a judge says doesn't make it law. What a jury says doesn't make it true. What a prosecutor or cop say doesn't make it fact. Remember, this is the Trump verdict. This is what the Trump verdict should teach us all. The corrupt accused him of being corrupt precisely because he isn't corrupt. Trump is innocent. I always think of the line from Sopranos, "Hey, she's a whore." Senator Brackey on Twitter: I was undecided, but today I've been convinced I'm voting for Trump. I've been hearing rumors of them moving it, and they absolutely should. So people who don't know, his sentencing is 4 days before the RNC. That wasn't done on purpose. So now they're thinking of moving it up so they can at least have the RNC, as they should. Tucker Carlson: import third world, become the third world. That's what we just saw. This won't stop Trump. He'll win the election if he's not killed first. Look, they're going to do everything they can, put nothing past them. But it does mark the end of the fairest justice system in the world. Anyone who defends this verdict is a danger to you and your family. Well said. Anyone who defends this is sick. Most people know it's BS. Independents, as we just saw from the article we just read, are overwhelmingly jumping over to Trump. We have people, Hillary Clinton donors I just showed you, shooting over to Trump. This is good. Trump's team just uploaded this ad. People are saying it's absolute fire. We'll check it out real quick.
Thank you for joining us here today. Earlier this afternoon, Donald Trump was arraigned by a Manhattan grand jury on 34 felony counts.
This case is an abomination. You know, it's obviously political. 7 years to try to come up with this case. They're just wrong on the law.
The only crime that Donald Trump is being prosecuted for is the crime of running for president.
Political persecution at the highest level.
They've quite frankly given up on trying to beat him at the polls. Either going to steal it or stop it by law firm.
A Democrat prosecutor elected on a Get Trump platform.
What's going on here is a disgusting disgrace. It is war on Trump, it is war on the Republican Party, and it is a war on the Republic.
This case is the weakest case I've seen in 60 years of teaching, practicing, and writing about criminal law.
And I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump.
This judge, I mean, you don't need a prosecutor if you have a judge like this. This judge is not on the level.
It's a terrible case, but the judge has been pretty much a rubber stamp on everything that Bragg has wanted to do.
They're perverting the system of justice. You know, that's where the danger lies. The corruption and subversion of our institutions by the left.
This is the Democrats' entire strategy, to confine President Trump to a dirty criminal courtroom and keep him off the campaign trail where he can bring his winning message to voters across this country.
New York has become a legal banana republic. They are so determined to get Donald Trump.
Look, convicting Donald Trump, that's all they have.
I think they have no cards, and they're depending upon Trump getting convicted.
That Trump train doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The only verdict that matters is the verdict at the ballot box.
That's right. Damn. They're good. They've been on point lately with their ads. They got to keep it up. This is not the time to let up. And this is important more than ever to support Trump again. If you can't get in the fight, yourself, you don't get the resources, the time, whatever. I mean, a lot of us are working, 6-7 days a week, sometimes 2 jobs. I get it, but help the fighters. Donate where you can. If you can volunteer, you can make calls for Trump. Connect with other people. Anyway, it goes a long way. We got to get the message out there. You got to keep hitting them. Don't let up. We're winning over at independence. We can't slow down. All right, I played this a little bit earlier, but we stopped it because I wasn't ready to play it, so we'll go through it now.
Donald Trump was just found guilty for his hush money. The verdict came back and they said he was guilty. But let me be the first to let them corrupt, sleazy motherfuckers know that November 5th, I'm still voting for Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck if he's on a ballot or not. I'm gonna write his motherfucking name down. Trying to throw this man in jail for some bullshit that Sleepy Joe do. All my black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and Indian Americans, we gonna form motherfucking Voltron on November 5th. Yeah, boy, it's gonna be electrifying. It's gonna be the most emotional, impactful movement in fucking history. Because in the first time in history, all walk of life is gonna come together. We're not gonna look at cultures. We're not gonna look at race. We all one people. We all on the same motherfucking page. I don't give a fuck if you a blood, crip, trailer, trash, hood, motherfucker, biker gang. We all got one thing in common, and we done had a motherfucking enough. We gonna pull up, hop out, we gonna barbecue. And we gonna realize that we all have more in common. They say we don't. We gonna walk together, baby. We ain't gonna march. We gonna have that pimp walk. We gonna walk together, baby. We gonna love one another. But more important, we gonna get them the fuck up out. Sleepy Joe, go to sleep, right. Sleepy Joe. We gonna come together, and we gonna laugh. We gonna dance. We gonna have a good time, baby.
Amen.
This is the time to celebrate. Because you want to know why? Sleepy Joe did something. He did do something. He brought everybody together. This motherfucker have accomplished that. Because we all sick of his bullshit. The power is in our hands. Our motherfucking hands, baby. Spread the word, baby. Create a fucking duet to that. Share this video. If I got to be the one to start this goddamn movement, then that's what I'm going to do. I'll take it. Trump need our help. Whatever religion you believe in, whatever
He's
you
right.
might think of,
Hell yeah.
he need all of us to tear down this corruption. If Trump win, it's going to be happy days. It's a wonderful day.
There you go. Go and follow. Hell yeah. Dude, this is backfiring big time on them. I would love to see I will see their reaction tomorrow. I wonder what they're thinking. Are they watching this right now? Like, oh shit, we effed up. You know, do they think that, or do you think they're looking at this like we need to double down? Some people are saying he's probably not going to see jail. They're gonna push for that. You know they are.
Bro, guess what? I'm matching that.
Here we go. People are maxing out their credit cards tonight, donating to Trump. This is freaking wild.
So I just made a big donation to Donald Trump's campaign. I completely maxed out my credit card. And when I get paid tomorrow, guess what? I'm matching that donation again. Because I'm fucking tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of the tyranny from dictator Joe Biden. Fuck Judge Merchant and all these other communist tyrant minions of dictator Joe Biden. All right? This is our moment in history. Do you want to be free? Do you want to be an American? Do you want to have freedom? Then you got to stand up and you got to fight with everything you have. You got to donate like crazy to Donald Trump's campaign. You got to register voters to vote for Donald Trump. It's time to rise the fuck up against these communist motherfuckers. I'm done with these bitch-ass motherfuckers. I'm done. You stupid-ass motherfuckers keep trying to steal the election with another bullshit trial, another bullshit civil fucking fine. Fuck all y'all. It's a free country. We, the American people, will choose who we want for president, and Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States. There's nothing you can do to stop us. We're gonna break every fundraising record known to man donating to Donald Trump. We're gonna register so many voters, it'll make your fucking communist head spin.
I like that guy. Hell yes. People are fired up, and I love it. Keep these videos coming, guys. You're like, hey, I'm not really a content creator. Hey, look, at least share these videos. Got to keep that fire in our belly, right, all the way to November. The fire's high right now. The applause, the excitement. But keep it going. Keep it going. We still got a long ways from November. You think this is it? You think that this judge is it? This conviction? Of course not. This is probably nothing to what we will start to see. Get ready, prepare. Trump always words it. This is our final battle. The battle of our lives. We're going to give it our all. Most important election ever. Nick Merckx tweeted, Trump. I saw that. Surprisingly. Isn't he the one that had the Call of Duty game bundle and he asked to remove it because of the trans flags? I could be getting that mixed up. But yeah, hell yeah, we need more people speaking out. Oh no, I'm seeing so many left-wingers. Yes, leave the kids alone. How dare he? How dare he? Isn't that crazy? We view people like that, just saying, hey, leave the kids alone, as worse than murderers and rapists. You had some guy on camera rape a woman on the side of the street in New York, Democrats didn't say a peep, but they flip their shit if they say, like, hey, we shouldn't be telling little kids that they should cut whatever off, hack and slash away at their body. It's crazy. Like, that's just normal. Oh, he thinks he's a girl. Oh, let's cut his dick off. It's like, what? How did this become normalized? It's like, you're being transphobic. No, I'm not. If you're a man and you think you're a girl, you're mentally ill. That's not an insult. That's stating a fact. Because you're not a girl. You're a man. But you think you're a girl. There's clearly something wrong in your head. You are not well. And I wish these people would get help. That's why we see such large suicide numbers. Like, no, it's because they're bullied. No, it's because they're mentally sick. And they're not getting help. They're being pushed into a delusion. Like in Shutter Island. Spoiler alert. I'll never play another Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty's been trash. I bought Modern Warfare 2, and I don't know why I bought it. I played it for about... I think my total play time, if you looked it up, was probably 5 or 6 hours. But for those who don't know, who are not gamers, Call of Duty, which is one of the most popular video game franchises of all time, you can customize your profile. You can add backgrounds and stuff. All the backgrounds, every single one, is a trans flag, asexual, two-spirited, all this retarded, made-up stuff. What, do you got a problem with it? It's damaging our society. It's damaging the kids. It's hurtful, and it's not real. There's no such thing as two-spirited. It's like I'm not even being mean. Like, oh, you're transphobic. It's literally not real. It's like you going outside and saying the sky's red. I'm like, no, the sky's blue. Or well, I'm saying it's red. I'm like, okay, but it is blue. Why are you being bigoted? The sky's literally blue. I'm not being mean. I'm just stating a fact. It is blue. I'm two-spirited, non-binary. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You want to know how I know that? Because it's not real. There's no such thing as non-binary. I don't be mean to people for no reason. I don't get off on that. It's bringing me no joy. That's when he played with World War II, and that was a good one. Surprisingly, not too woke from what I can remember. That's how games are nowadays. Why do you think, if you guys follow my gaming channel, I stream so much retro stuff, Got to go back. And just give me a chance to repeat again. Doesn't matter if it's video games, movies, books, TV shows, streaming services, beer companies, Coca-Cola. Boycott, what you can. Boycott the good people. I recommend you guys check out publicsquare.com. It's like the conservative Amazon pretty much. You got to put your money where your mouth is. That's the only way they listen. Oh, I 100% agree. 100% agree. World at War was awesome, and it was narrated by Kiefer Sutherland, who's Jack Bauer. So it gives extra credibility to that game. That was a great game, and it was all co-op too. Me and my younger and older brother played the entire campaign. It was awesome. They don't do co-op anymore in Call of Duty games. It's a damn shame. I think that was the last one that they did co-op on.
So the FBI knew Hunter Biden was a money laundering pedophile fucking crackhead.
Oops. Oh, we're getting into some shit right here. Hang on. Hold on.
The FBI has had Hunter Biden's laptop before we knew about Hunter Biden's laptop.
Look at the comics behind
So
him.
the FBI knew Hunter Biden was a money laundering pedophile fucking crackhead. Not only that, the FBI already knew that Joe Biden was a fucking racist. There's a black woman that worked in the State Department that had Joe Biden convicted of fucking rape. And you don't hear shit about that either.
Yeah.
But you watch as they continuously go after Donald Trump. Now you have to ask yourself, this man just ran for president. Before he ran for president, none of this shit came up. They ain't want to go through none of this shit. They ain't even talk about Stormy Daniels.
right.
They even try to try.
That's
They
right.
never tried this shit when he was even president. Why you think this is happening now?
Yeah, every single case against Trump all happened at the same time. Trump's an old guy. He's been around for a very, very long time. They could have done this years ago, decades ago. They could have done this. Like, no, they literally could have. They could have, this trial that we just witnessed, they could have done that literally decades ago. They didn't. Actually, a lot of district attorneys' offices, lawyer offices, turned the case down because he said it was bullshit. They didn't want to do it. But Alvin Bragg's a really fat piece of crap.
When he was even president. Why you think this is happening now? Because if Donald Trump is elected, the pedophiles in Capitol Hill, the Illuminati-controlled fucking system crashes before your fucking very eyes. The same people that's going after Donald Trump is the same people polluting your fucking air, the water, poisoning your food sources. All of these foods now being recalled all of a sudden. Are you not aware of what's really happening right now? So while you see people trying to say, oh, he's convicted and they're happy and everything else, these are the same fucking devil-worshiping Illuminati pedophiles all working together.
Yep.
Either way, shape or form, we're going to put Donald Trump in office. And we want him to lock you motherfuckers up and put a lot of you motherfuckers to death. You need a needle. The only way to fix the system is to kill off the people that have been trying to kill us all. I don't have nothing else to say. I don't need to. Because you and I both know the reason why Bill Gates is going around here buying up all this fucking land, paying people not to produce food, and creating fake food for you to eat is because both sides are working together, working against you, me, and Donald Trump. We vote for Donald Trump. We put him in office. We put an end to this shit now.
I do agree with that. We don't need to call for the death of anybody. Of course, we don't condone that here. But I appreciate the passion. That's some fire. I'll give that guy a like. He's speaking facts, though. Trump's going to get in there, and I hope Trump doesn't play nice, because Trump's a lot nicer than people give him credit for. He's always like, "Oh, I don't want to go after Hillary Clinton's family, and I don't want to do this to them." And it's like, no, go after them. That's what we want. Can you even imagine how much money he's raising, Michael Knowles on Twitter? It's got to be record-breaking numbers. Look at this. First of all, this guy's a fucking nut. The only thing I know him from is that he played Luigi in the live-action Mario Bros. Movie. But he's a nut. Joe Biden supporters are gay and retarded. That is true. I'm an RFK guy, so I can't believe I'm saying this, but I just donated to Trump 24. I just can't take this anymore. These freaks are destroying our country. All right, what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? You know, I see my battery ticker. I'm just going to change my battery now before it ends anyway. Give me a second. All right, we're good. I thought that was the Star Wars theme for a second. There's Rocket Man. You know, it's funny. I never thought that I would be supporting Donald Trump. I still remember when he announced for running for president. Because I was never really super political. I probably started paying attention to politics around... It's probably when Mitt Romney was running. I remember that because, I mean, I lived on Xbox Live. I mean, if you guys know, Xbox 360 Live, that was the place to be. Halo 2, the original Gears when it came out. That was the place that made... Gaming peaked already. And I'm upset we'll never experience that again. But that's where I lived. And... Xbox did a special on the presidential debates. It was kind of fun. So you could watch the debates on Xbox, and they would have pop-up questions. So with your controller, you can click like, "Oh, how do you like Barack Obama's answer to this? You know, should he? Well, you know, sometimes they give you multiple choice. What do you think about Romney's answer on that?" It was really fun. But that's how I started getting involved because I never watched presidential debates before. But since it was on Xbox, I'm like, why not? Let's try it. But I never thought in a million years that I would ever vote for or support Trump. Oops, did I play on that again? I remember when he first announced, my brother's like, "Oh, do you see Donald Trump's running?" I'm like, "The guy from Fresh Prince?" That's just like the first thing that popped in my head. The guy from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? The Apprentice guy? Who's also in Home Alone? I couldn't stand him at first. I'm like, he's annoying. I'm like, who is this guy? But I said from day one, I said, if somehow he's our nominee, I'll support him. Because I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton. And I don't believe in doing write-ins, and I don't believe in doing third-party votes. It's a waste of a vote. And I find wasting your vote is very disrespectful to the brave men and women who've died to give us this right. It's to me, that's, you guys might disagree with me, but I think it's just so wrong for the people who've literally given us our rights to free speech, to vote, to have this constitutional republic that we live in, and then just throw your vote away. That's what writing in or voting third party is. You can disagree with me, but that's what it is in my opinion. Throwing your vote away, and I won't do it. So I said if he's our nominee, I'll vote for him. He ended up being our nominee, to my surprise. So I paid attention. I rewatched the debates. I rewatched all of his interviews. And I never paid attention to him before. I just watched whatever the mainstream media said. I'm just like, this guy actually makes sense. One of the first things that I started to like about Trump was that he was entertaining. He was likable. I remember one of the first positive things I've ever said about Trump, I was talking with my brother at work. I'm like, you got to give him credit. The dude is hilarious. I'm like, he's really funny. But his humor might have pulled me in, but then I started listening to what he was actually saying about the border, about our corrupt system. I'm like, he makes a lot of sense. I'm like, he really does make a lot of sense, this Trump guy. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump? And it was literally at one point I said the words, I can't stand this guy. Like, why is it, like, can't he go away? But he spoke to me just like he spoke to a lot of Americans. When Republicans hate you and Democrats hate you and everybody in between hates you, I don't know. Maybe you're the guy for the job when it comes to politics. It's funny that people say, like, oh, he's establishment. Look what he did with Fauci and stuff. They're trying to throw him in jail, and they very might well throw him in jail. How the hell can you say he's establishment? I think he made some mistakes in trusting the wrong people. It's one of his flaws, in my opinion. But Trump is very much the underdog. They're trying to throw him in freaking jail, if I need to say it again. There was something else I wanted to play, and I'm losing track of it now. Forgive me. Give me a moment. In the meantime, if you guys want to support this channel, like, subscribe, share. If you're watching on Rumble, I appreciate a share on there. Twitter goes a long way. You don't have to. You can do whatever the hell you want. That's your right as an American. But if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe. Goes a long way. We do a lot of fun streams here. We will be gaming this weekend. Take a little break from politics at Cav_arcade on all socials. Linked in the description below. If you're watching on Twitter, you can just check my pinned tweet. Has all my links in there. Yeah, it goes a long way. We have our reaction channel at Cav_reacts. That's a lot of fun. We just uploaded a new video there, and I have a new video that I didn't edit yet because I'm lazy, but I got to I'll get around to it and upload it this weekend. Oh, here we go.
I will go in.
Yikes. So I mentioned earlier that their ads have been on point, and I think this displays a great example of that. And this is what we need more of.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
We were in high school. I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
The RNC headquarters had to go into lockdown. Just a while earlier this morning, there was a suspicious package delivered.
Suspicious package found near the Republican National Committee headquarters contained 2 vials of blood.
Take one to no one?
They're angry people. They are so angry people.
The Biden administration authorizing the use of deadly force during the FBI's raid on former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in August of 2022.
We are enough!
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. About the power we have in our own hands to meet these threats.
How is he still alive? That's what I want to know. It's amazing. It's crazy, man. Look, again, like I said, you could be angry about today. That's fine. But channel that energy. Channel it for the good. We can win this, and MAGA's seeing more support now than ever before. Ever. Trump is peaking right now in the polls and all over the place. Keep it up. We'll go. We'll see what's happening on here. He should have crucified. He should have. Damn, she looks bad. She's doing some crack or something. She literally is an old hag. How is she not in jail? How? After the Epstein thing. I still can't believe that happened. Epstein killed himself. Oh, he was alone in his jail cell for 8 hours, by the way. They do checks like every couple minutes, maybe an hour at the max. But they didn't for 8+ hours. And none of the cameras worked. Come on. Money talks, that's right. What is this guy on about? He was just saying he wants to destroy Trump's life. Do you guys remember that? He's flipping out. Him and Ann Coulter. Because he said Trump didn't do enough on the wall. Trump was sued how many times over the wall? 4 or 5 times, maybe more. And he still got almost 500 miles of the wall built. He had another, 300 planned, but Biden blocked it. Jason Aldean, although he did censor his music video. Wow. He looks like some kind of pompous, weird faggot. And this guy looks like a perverted faggot. They're all tweeting it out. Oh, Viva uploaded a video. All right, this is long. We won't watch the whole thing, but I do love Viva. He has some of the best takes.
Alrighty, party peoples of the interwebs, we're getting back to
Watch
a car
a peek of
vlog,
it.
and I guess it's sort of fitting. I would otherwise be doing this in my home office, but the house is filled with more kids than I can count. I don't know what happened, but we've been overtaken by kids. This is going to be one of those moments, one of those periods of time where everyone is going to remember where they were when Donald Trump, a former president of the United States of America, was convicted on the most trumped up, pun intended, bogus kangaroo court of a show trial imaginable. Guilty on all 34 counts of that felony indictment for falsifying business records to allegedly interfere with the election, to cover up an alleged affair that he had with a porn star in 2006 that only resurfaced in 2016 prior to the election. The payment was effected after he became president, which raises questions of presidential immunity, which I'll get to in a second. Biggest show trial you could imagine. The two star witnesses, a lying porn star who lied about lying and then lied about why she lied about lying, and a convicted perjurer who admitted to more crimes on the stand than Trump has ever committed in his entire life. Literally admitted to crimes on the stand. Larceny, theft, structuring an illegal scheme because when he took out the tens of thousands of dollars from the bank in cash so that he stole $30,000 from that, he took it out in increments so the bank wouldn't know, that they wouldn't exceed the daily limits of cash withdrawals. Money that he took out as part of this alleged scheme from which he stole $30,000. That's Michael Cohen. The two star witnesses are perjurers,
dude, he's freaking
liars,
awesome.
and one of which is an admitted criminal, thief, etc. Yeah, the jury, after 2 days of deliberation, came down on Trump and found him guilty of all 34 charges. It's a joke. I'm not angry. It's not cope. And by the way, I hate that frickin' term when people say cope harder. Idiots.
I kind of hate that,
You
too.
don't understand the hell that you're ushering. I'm not coping. I'm not crying. I'm not even angry. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in mankind. I'm disappointed in people who should be a little bit smarter, who should be a little bit more moral, more ethical, and they frame their literal evil. They frame their evil as ethics. Oh, no one's above the law. Horse crap. Donald Trump has been in business for 40 some odd years. No charges, no accusations of racism until 2016.
Is going through some stuff
no accusations
right now.
of sexual misconduct. I mean, the guy probably sleeps around. This is kind of in the realm of the world in which they live. Not my world. Married multiple times, whatever. But no charges of impropriety, sexual impropriety, no charges of racism, no charges, accusations of sexual assault, no criminal charges. A man who's been audited by the IRS more times than many of us will even get to, I don't know, eat breakfast. That's a bad analogy. A man who has been more thoroughly investigated in the course of his business dealings and only becomes an enemy of the existential threat to the deep state when he decides to run against the Democrats. Only then does he become racist. Does he then become a criminal, a sexual deviant, which is ironic because
he's right. We'll post that video because that kind of goes on for a while. But he's right. They had, like I was saying earlier, decades and decades to do this Trump, and they just decided to do it now all at once. If you don't think it's political, you're naive as hell. Biden is doing everything he accuses Trump of. He's going to be a dictator day one, which, by the way, was a joke. Like, because, Sean Hannity, it was during the town hall, and Sean Hannity's like, they keep saying you're going to be a dictator. You're going to be a dictator. And Trump's like, I'll be a dictator day one, just one day. And they took it seriously. The Democrat, I don't even know if they took it seriously, but they're trying to exploit it. Like, why would a dictator announce that he's going to be a dictator and only for 24 hours? Like, come on. They have no sense of humor. But he's right. They had all these decades to pursue these charges against Trump. They didn't want to do it. They did it all at once. And they don't know how to stop Trump. They see the poll numbers skyrocketing, and they're like, how the hell do we stop this guy? How do we do it? Lock him up. Throw him in jail. What else do we do? They literally don't know what else to do. Best thing you can do, again, guys, donate, campaign, do what you can, vote with your wallet. What is this? All right, we'll go through this. A buddy of mine just sent me this. I'm not the biggest fan of Megyn Kelly, but he's like, you got to watch this. He's literally texting me while I'm on my stream. But yeah, I was going to say, Robert, the Nick Rekieta thing's a little wild. I was going to get into it, but everyone else is doing videos on it. I'm like, I don't really. He needs help. That's all I can say. He needs help, and hopefully he gets it, because I think deep down he's a good dude. He's smart, but drugs turn you into a different person. Usually a bad person. So hopefully he gets the help he needs.
It's a before and after moment for America. What just happened today is a line we can't uncross. And these Democrats will rue the day they decided to use lawfare to stop a presidential candidate. I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about tit for tat. You just wait, and it won't be Hunter Biden the next time. It's going to be Joe Biden. It could potentially still be Barack Obama. It could still potentially be Hillary Clinton. We're going to have to look at what the statutes of limitations are on the various crimes they surely committed. We're going to have to look at passing laws to revive those dead crimes, felonies or misdemeanors, so that those cases can be brought out of time. That's what may be in the interests of justice, just like they did for E. Jean Carroll, with a New York State law that was passed so that she could sue him. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Turnabout is fair play. And John Yoo, an amazing lawyer who worked in the Bush administration, Department of Justice, has a great piece out today talking about how that's the only way they'll learn. The only way to save the republic now is to give them a taste of their own medicine. That's it. That's it. They tasted blood today. They're the wolves with the bloody piece of meat in their mouths. That doesn't stop the wolf from coming back for more.
She's right. They're not going to stop here. They're going to keep coming back for more. We've like I said this earlier, they've only scratched the surface with this. You say, "Oh, this is bad." Yeah, it is, but it's not the worst we've seen. It's certainly it's going to get ready, guys. Strap in. It's going to be a hell of a battle. We're gonna see things that we could never even imagine. They said not even that long ago the FBI is expanding their search for January 6ers now. Which is two things. It's one, locking up more Trump votes, and it's two, locking up people so they can make an example. These people that fought for their country, these people who love their country, don't you ever try this again. Don't you ever vote for Trump and American First values ever again. We will throw you in jail. So we'll see what happens. It's like 90 freaking degrees in my room. Oh, boy. All right, we got a video from the Dilly team, who are good people. We'll end with this. We'll wrap it up after this. Look, we're just surfing through MAGA Twitter tonight, kind of just getting people's reactions, gauging things. It's wild. We're gonna see. We're gonna play it year by year. I'll be posting as much as I can over the weekend. Make sure you guys follow me at patriotic_Cav. Like, subscribe, share, wherever you're watching. Goes a long way. Appreciate you guys reposting. It really helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. Here we go.
The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope.
It's not perfect. There's our girl.
Just as long as you stand by me.
Bye, Trump. Love that part. Kevin 16 Trump was a whole new level. Freaking loved it. Jeb Bush never stood a chance. They did a good job. They always do a good job with their memes. Stand by Trump. That was good. They did a good job. Shout out Dilly Team. Like I said, people like that go share their videos, like, subscribe. I mean, it's you know, that all helps. It goes a long way. But look, this is 2024. It's our final battle. Like Trump always says, this is it. We're going all in. Can't make any mistakes here. Do what you can. Fight. If you can't fight, help the fighters. And just prepare yourselves. It's going to get worse before it gets better. That's all I can really say. Appreciate everybody hanging out. You guys are awesome. It was a lot of fun tonight. Guys, wherever you're watching, doesn't matter. Twitter, Rumble, YouTube, like, subscribe. Check out my links below. We are, we have a gaming channel, we have a reaction channel, do a lot of different videos. It's, usually a good time over there, and the support goes a long friggin' way. We also have a Gilded server. I always forget about that. You guys can join that. It is in linked description below. It's linked there. And that is it. Again, like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out mods. You guys are awesome, holding down the fort. And hold the line, and we will win. Absolutely. Well said. Good night, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's do it. Trump 2024.
That is I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, and to the republic for which it one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.